What is up, everyone? It is Water and Grass here, representing Team Sinnoh, and today I'm going to share with you a absolute ton of Pokemon X and Y news. Now, you may have seen on my channel, I went over the basics, but on this channel, I'm going to go into detail, I'm going to go a little bit in depth, and I hope that you guys really enjoy what I have to share with you guys today. Now, I found all this information on Pokebeach.com. If you guys want to go check it out for yourself, I will leave a link down below in the description, as well as a bunch of other beautiful links that you guys should definitely check out. Without further ado, let's get into this awesome information. Now, as you guys may have heard, Coro has leaked. That's right, the last Coro before Pokemon X and Y is released has been leaked, and there are a lot of information, a lot of new Pokemon, that's right, a lot of new Mega Evolutions to go over. So let's get right into one of everyone's favorite legendary Pokemon, Mewtwo. Now, we all know Mewtwo has already a Mega Evolution, but now he has two. That's right, Mewtwo has Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y. There are two Mega Evolutions for Mewtwo. It's pretty cool. Mega Mewtwo X is version exclusive to Pokemon X, obviously, and, you know, Mega Mewtwo Y is obviously version exclusive to Pokemon Y. Now, the cool thing about Mega Mewtwo X is the fact that it actually gains a type. It's going to be Psychic and Fighting, so it's very awesome. Kind of, you know, counters the weakness to dark type Pokemon, so it's really cool. Really excited about it. Now, obviously, how you evolve, you know, your Mega Pokemon when they evolve into battle, you have the you know, whatever, Blazikenite, you know, we have that special stone. It's called a Mega Stone. Now we have Mewtwo Knight X for Pokemon X and Mewtwo Knight Y for Pokemon Y, respectively. Now, the Mega Mewtwo form for Pokemon X, Mega Mewtwo X, actually has a new ability. It's not a new ability, but it is for Mewtwo. It's called Steadfast. It's very cool. And Mega Mewtwo Y is able to learn Hypnosis and is strictly a Psychic type Pokemon. Now, there is a new Mega Pokemon, another new Mega Evolution, and that is Mega Garchomp. That's right, everyone's favorite land shark dragon from the Sinnoh region actually has a evolution, and it is awesome. I just can't wait to show you guys the pictures, but I gotta get through this information first. And it actually gains Sand Force as its ability, which, if I'm not mistaken, Sand Force is the one that activates the Sandstorm when it's brought into battle. So that's pretty cool. It looks really awesome. I gotta show you guys this. Now, Fairy type is obviously a new type, and what was revealed today was what it's super effective against, what it's weak to, what it resists, what it's not very effective against, and what is immune to. So let's get into what Fairy type is super effective against. It's going to be super effective against the Fighting, Dark, and Dragon types, so those are three pretty big types. It is going to be weak to Steel and Poison. It does, however, resist Fighting, Dark, and Bugs, and it's not very effective against Steel, Fire, and Poison. However, it is immune to Dragon, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in the game itself, in the competitive Wi-Fi battling scene. We'll have to see how it works. Now, with Fairy type, Steel type actually loses two of its type resistances, which are Dark and Ghost type, so I wonder if that has anything to do with, you know, it being super effective against Fairy type, and, you know, but we'll see how it works out in the game itself. Now, that's right, you may have heard, Stage 1 evolutions for the Kalos region starters were revealed. Now, we didn't get the English names yet, so excuse me for butchering the Japanese names, but the evolution for Chespin is Haribugu. I don't know if I got that right, but it's a strict grass type. It does learn Mud Shot. However, I have a Stitch that's going to be a grass dark type, so we'll just have to wait and see. And then we have Tiruna, which is Fennekin's evolution. It's a fire type that learns Psycho Cut, so obviously Fennekin is going to be a fire psychic, which is really awesome. Now, the interesting thing to note about Fennekin's evolution, its Stage 1 evolution, is the fact that it does have a stick coming out of its tail, and it's on its two hind legs, and it kind of starting to look like a witch. So we'll get into that when I show you the picture. So it'll be pretty cool. And then we have Froakie's evolution, which honestly is, this is my opinion. I'm going to choose Chespin. I mean, I love Chespin, and its evolution is, even though it looks derpy, it kind of reminds me a lot of Crash Bandicoot. But Fennekin's Stage 1 evolution is easily the most badass and the most awesome. I mean, it's just really cool. You'll see when we get to the pictures. Its name is, Gecko Kashira. Maybe, not bad, right? It's a water type that learns Bounce, so, you know, it kind of makes sense. Frogs and bounce in the sky. Now, we expect this to be a water and fighting type, so it's very interesting. Also revealed were 2 new fossil Pokemon. That's right, we got new fossil Pokemon, and they're really, really cool. They're actually both dinosaurs, which we haven't really seen since the Sinnoh region. Now, we did have Archeops in Unova, Gen 5, which is kind of like a dinosaur, but these are the strict dinosaurs. These are really, really cool. We have, now excuse me, these are the Japanese names, but we have Chigarasu, the brown T-Rex, and it's actually a rock and dragon type, and has a new ability called Hard Chin, which actually increases the attacks of the moves involving the jaw. So, Bite, Fire Fang, Ice Fang, Thunder Fang, Crunch, moves like that actually increased by this ability, which is actually pretty interesting. Then we have Amarusu, which is a Japanese name. It's actually kind of like a long neck dinosaur type Pokemon. It is a rock and ice type, which actually completely counters Chigarasu. So we'll have to see how it actually has a new ability too called Freeze Skin, which actually changes all its normal type attacks into ice type attacks and boosts their power. So it's an incredibly powerful ability. I mean, if you could have a double edge, right? For example, it's a normal type move, but with this ability, it actually becomes an ice type and a boost to power. So I mean, you're one hit KOing a lot of things with that attack. But it's very, very cool. We'll get into those pictures in a little bit. And if you guys remember that little llama-looking Pokemon from the Pokemon Direct Conference that was accidentally revealed, it's actually been revealed. It is a normal type. Its name is Torimian. I don't know. It has an ability called Fur Coat, which it cuts the damage from physical type moves in half. So that's going to be an interesting aspect. It's going to be a physical wall. It's going to be a really, really cool Pokemon. Now, it's actually another interesting Pokemon feature about this Pokemon is the fact that there's a game mechanic that allows you to customize and trim the fur of this llama type Pokemon. Now, when we get to the pictures, you'll see why I'm about to say this, but I kind of think this might be a poodle more than a llama, or maybe a hybrid of the two, but it looks really, really cool. There is a new fairy type attack called Round Eyes, which, I mean, Jigglypuff is revealed to be a fairy type, and it has pretty round eyes, if you ask me. Now, there was another Pokemon revealed called, I'm going to fail miserably at pronouncing this as well, but Nyanikusu, maybe? Yeah, that sounds right. Which is, Meowstic from the leaks that were on Pokebeach.com. It is a psychic cat, and the interesting thing about this Pokemon that it has 2 major gender differences. Each gender has a different set of move pools. The female is more supportive. It's probably going to learn things like Wish and a Helping Hand, stuff like that. And then the male type has a much more offensive, much more aggressive move pool, it's straight up to attack. The male actually can learn Miracle Eye, which allows it to hit, I believe, dark type Pokemon with psychic attacks. And I think it's allowed to hit ghost types, actually. It's one of those. I don't know exactly. I don't really use Miracle Eye. And female can learn Extra Sensory. You'll be able to see the pictures down below. Now, both of these Pokemon, whether it's male or female, are going to have either Keen Eye or Infiltrator as abilities. Now, if you guys remember, we have Oblivion Ring, Geomancy, and Parting Shot. Those are all special moves of the respective legendary Pokemon in Pokemon X and Y. However, the types of those moves are now listed as unknown types, even though Geomancy, which is a type for the fairy type Xerneas, it was originally announced as a fairy type move, so it's interesting to see why they're changing it. Pokebeach has a theory from its leaker that it could be a dual type move, which would be amazing to see. It'd be really interesting to see how that would work out in the game. Let's move on to Team Flare. There are 5 scientists within Team Flare. Not going to go on pronouncing their names. Let's do it. Why not? You guys can laugh at my pronunciations. We have Kuseroshiki, Momiji, Bara, Akibi, and Kolia. So, I don't know, that's pretty good. And Team Flare's goal is actually to create a beautiful world, a beautiful new world, which actually reminds me a lot of Team Galactic when Cyrus wanted to destroy the entire universe and then recreate the universe in his own image. But, yeah, it's kind of the same over there. So, I mean, if this is as dark as Team Galactic, well, it should be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to know what the storyline is going to be. Now, another thing I really like about this game is the fact that there's character customization. You can actually customize your clothes and your hair at a salon and boutique in the Kalos region. So it's really, really cool. There's a famous actress called Karun that helps you, which in the game, obviously, there's no famous actress named Karun that I'm aware of in real life, but it's really, really cool. Before we get into the pictures, there was actually some TCG news and anime news as well. The first X and Y TCG sets were released. I mean, the names of them were released. At least they weren't released yet. They were named Collection X and Collection Y. So it's kind of be like, the black and white. And it's pretty same theme. So it's interesting to see what those cards are going to look like. If they're going to keep on with the EX format, keep having EX Pokemon. If they're going to come out with a new type of rarity. I love the TCG sets myself, so I'm really interested to see what they're going to come up with. And then one of the female playable characters, her name's Clement, was actually seen in the X and Y anime promotional poster with Ash. So it's possible that Clement might be Ash's companion, or his female companion, in the X and Y anime. So for all you Misty, people who are hoping that Misty will come back, it's not looking good, guys. But let's move on to those pictures real quick. We have Mega Mewtwo X right here. There he is, the psychic fighting type. It looks really, really cool. Kind of looks like Lucario and Mewtwo did the fusion dance. But looks very, very awesome. I personally like it a lot. I already pre-ordered Pokemon X. I got to pre-order Pokemon Y as well. So I'm excited to get this. And besides, it's cool that Mewtwo got a new type. I know, Gen 1ers are going to be like, oh, how can you change your original Pokemon? Come on, guys. It looks cool. You can't deny that. Next, we got everyone's favorite Dragon-type Pokemon. This looks amazingly awesome. We have Mega Garchomp right here. Now, as you can see, his blades got bigger. He got spikes all over him. Garchomp was already an incredibly powerful Pokemon, so it's going to be even more powerful with this Mega evolution. Move on from that. Then we have this right here. Now, this is why I say this might be a Poodle Pokemon. Obviously, you can see that is the llama Pokemon from the Pokemon Direct Conference. But right here, we are in France. This Kalos region is based off of France, so it makes sense that, maybe this might be a Poodle Pokemon. And with these little designs right here, while you can customize its fur, kind of makes sense that this might be more of a poodle than a llama, but I don't know. You never know. If I am right, you heard it here first. But then we'll move on to the cat-type Pokemon. Meowstic is what they were supposed to be called. But this is the male one, the blue one is the male one, and then the more white color schemed one is the female one. They're both very, very cool looking. I'm excited to see if they evolve or not. And then these are my personal favorite Pokemon that were revealed today right here. These fossil type Pokemon. We have the T-Rex, which looks awesome. It's actually, that rock dragon type and with that awesome ability. And then we also have the long neck dinosaur, who's a rock ice type, but the freeze skin. It's very, very cool. I'm really excited about these fossil Pokemon, and I don't really get too excited over fossil Pokemon, so the evolutions of these are going to be awesome. I can just feel that. When I first saw this one, actually, I thought it might have been a flying rock because, I thought maybe it's, the things above its eyes were wings and they turn into bigger wings when they evolve. I don't know. But I'm more excited that it's a rock ice type. I think it's very, very, very cool. Now, before we get to the Stage 1 evolutions for the Kalos region starters, let me show you some other pictures. This is the type chart. Now, I don't know Japanese, but, you can kind of tell what's what with the colors of the types. And my dog's barking. Then we have the Team Flare right here. My brother's singing. But we have a Team Flare. This is the 5 scientists. We got this guy right here, the purple-headed guy, blue-haired, green-haired, and then this one bending over. So interesting to see how that's going to work out. Then we add, some more pictures over here. You guys can go to pokebeach.com and see for yourself. We have all these Pokemon that are revealed right here. Now, believe it or not, they did reveal a lot. I wasn't expecting this many Pokemon to be revealed already. Well, it didn't seem like it anyway, but hey, we're Pokemon fans. We're never satisfied, right? And then we have Stage 1 evolutions right here. Now, as you can see, like I was saying about Fennekin, its tail does look like a broom. It has a stick coming out of its butt now. So it's interesting to see how this fox is going to evolve into a witch. Then we have Chespin's evolution, which reminds me so much of Crash Bandicoot. I'm definitely going to name my Chespin Crash. And then, honestly, my personal favorite Stage 1 evolution so far, and we all know that Stage 1 evolutions for starter Pokemon are the awkward puberty stages, but we have Froakie's evolution right here. It honestly looks like a bubbles turned into a cape, maybe like a superhero cape. If I get a Froakie, I might name it Aquaman. Who knows? Even though Aquaman doesn't really have a cape. But it's really, really cool. Let me know what you guys think down below about all this information. There was a lot of it revealed. This is the last Coral leak before Pokemon X and Y is announced. Hopefully there's, some more information revealed on maybe a Pokemon Smash or something like that. But I'm excited for Pokemon X and Y. I think all this stuff is really, really awesome. Of course, the Stage 1 evolutions could be a little bit different, but I do think that Stage 1 is always the puberty stage. So we'll get into the Stage 2s. I guarantee the Stage 2s are going to look awesome. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up. Like it as much as you can to help spread the word of these awesome, awesome, awesome new Pokemon. And, of course, all the Pokemon X and Y news, all the Mega Evolutions, all that good stuff. Check out all the links down below. I got plenty of them. You can go to pokebeach.com and find all this information for yourself and read it yourself. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great night. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. This is Water and Grass representing Team Sinnoh, and I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.